packed Daddy searching these bags?
This special Ziploc seal keeps all the freshness in. So when Dad eats his lunch, it'll taste just as fresh as when I made it.
Ziploc, the stronger sandwich bags.
Oops, Daddy forgot his lunch.
Don't forget the Ziploc!
The coffee beans chosen by Nescafe are the richest coffee beans in the world. That's why there are no richer tasting coffees than the coffees of Nescafe.
Hey, Canada, be proud of your shoes.
Be proud of your shoes. Put on some Kenny shoes. Stepping out day and night. Kenny's got a look that's right. Be proud of your shoes. Kenny's got a look that's new. The Great Canadian Shoe Store for great Canadians like you. Be proud of your shoes. Kenny.
Gee, Kenny, I wish I were in your shoes. Is it finished yet?
No, it takes time to do it right.
Is it finished yet?
It's time. What did you want it for, son?
Steak and all-you-can-eat shrimp with the sirloin includes a charbroiled sirloin steak, baked potato, garlic toast, and all the shrimp you can eat. Yes, all the shrimp you can eat, and it's only $8.99 at every sirloin.
You sure look good today.
Thank you. I feel terrific. I'm a little early for Dr. Collins' appointment. Could you please tell I'm here anyway?
Oh, sure. Just a second.
Anna, how are you?
Great. I feel wonderful. I've forgotten how nice it is to be pregnant.
I suppose all women who really want babies feel that way. As for men, well, it's too cold up.
He's great. He's very excited.
Good.
Yeah, I'll tell her. Anna, she's running just a little bit late. She said it'll be a few more minutes, okay?
That's okay.
Okay.
Well, I'd better get moving. It's nice to see you again.
You too.
Amy, would you have Tom give me a call when he comes in?
Oh, he's already here. I just saw him in the cafeteria. In fact, I think he was here all night.
You want some more? Okay, well, tell you what. If you can finish all the ones in that bowl, we'll get some more. You can help me. We'll go in the fridge and get some more, okay?
I didn't even scare you.
I think she saw you coming. I'm going to tell you something. It's impossible not to fall in love with her.
Tell me about it. Hey, listen, thanks for letting us use your spare room till we get our lives settled.
No, that's what friends are for. Creep up?
It's an understatement. Actually, I don't remember when I last slept so late.
Oh, well, that's probably my fault. Most likely I slipped in and I sneaked BJ out before she had a chance to wake you up. I figured you could use the rest. You looked very tired last night.
No, actually, angry is the accurate word.
Good morning, roomies. Hi,
morning.
you cutie possum, you. Oh, she's such a cute little urchin, Tony. You're a very lucky man. Oh, whoops, I'm terribly sorry. I forgot.
No, I am a lucky man. We're both lucky, aren't we, Bees?
Yeah, well, lucky for you, people don't get sick as regularly as they want to eat. I've got to serve the crowd for breakfast at Kelly, so I'll see you later. Bye-bye, cutie. Bye, cutie.
You
See
said
you
bye-bye?
later. Bye.
Here, I'll get it. Oh, let's go. I need to change into some clothes.
Finish these on the way.
People seeing me in my bathrobe. You another bag?
Well, isn't this cozy? It's awfully sweet and cozy. Doubly perfect for you, isn't it, Bobby? After all these years of failing, here you have it. Overnight instant family.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, no, really, please. Stop. Oh, look at the time.
I don't want to.
Why?
Because I want to look at you.
Well, today is the opening of the arts ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a lot of things that I have to do.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Could you spare maybe 10 seconds?
Or a lot more. Mariah.
Well, what?
My grandmother. Remember I told you about her?
Yeah, but, why is your grandmother so important?
She's coming to the opening of the art ceremony, and she's going to come to the brownstone first, and I don't want her to know that I'm here. I forgot.
That's enough to rearrange your thinking. About home decorating. Completely. The new catalog from IKEA.
I thought this show was wonderful tonight.
It's just like Elvis. It's more than just a Broadway show. It was an experience. But
Much better than I expected.
Elvis, a musical celebration.
I thought it was everything that I wanted it to
The
be.
show that captures the Elvis excitement. Produced in association with the estate of Elvis Presley.
Wonderful memories. The pictures and the props, the dancing, everything's wonderful.
You will love Elvis, a musical celebration.
Queen Elizabeth Theater, September 20th through 25th. For tickets, call 280-4444.
Go on. Get your body into bowling.
Final 3 days. Comore Ski Mart Summer Ski Blowout. Hundreds of skis, boots, and bindings. Ski Mart priced as low as $99. Dynastar, Rossignol, Elan skis from just $99. Nordica, Solomon, Reichley ski boots. Ski Mart priced from just $99. All last year's ski wear. Half price. Stretch ski pants from just $99. Adult ski packages from $249.95. Comore Ski Mart Summer Ski Blowout. 3700 East Hastings at Boundary.
Functional, stylish, and comes complete with a Swedish centerfold. The new catalog from IKEA.
So what are you doing lying around here? Don't you have a session with Tom today?
No, I decided to skip it today. Besides, I thought maybe I could help you out at the arts complex.
How do you think Tom's going to feel about that?
Look, he told me to concentrate on the present, and that's what I'm doing. I don't think he'll mind.
Well, that's very sweet of you. But don't you think you should have those sessions with Tom so you can get those out of your system, all of those daydreams?
No. Look, the only thing that I've been able to remember is Ariel. And I do not want to think about another woman. I want to concentrate on being with you.
You better say that. I have to go.
Wow, okay. Look, give my love to your grandmother, all right?
Oh, Mariah.
Yeah.
I better go. Bye.
Bye.
To laugh again. To think about nothing else but each precious moment that I spent with her. We laughed. We played. We swam.
You okay, son?
Took long walks on the beach.
Oh, sorry, Dad. It's a patient's tape. How are you?
Amy said you'd been here all night. Something I should know about?
If that's a fatherly frown I see, I can assure you that's not a personal problem.
Professional.
Yeah. I wish I could share it with you, but as we both know, that's confidential information.
Sounded like Colton Shore's voice on that tape.
It is. He's been very disturbed about something that happened a long time ago in the military. He's buried the memories deep in his subconscious, and I've been using hypnotherapy to try to draw the memories out to where we can deal with them.
Are you having trouble with the therapy, or is it the memories that bother you?
I'm not sure. Nothing is remembered so far. I mean, everything's been innocent enough.
Well, that should ease your mind.
Yeah, it should. But nothing he's remembered so far could have caused him to block his memory the way it has. He's still holding something back.
And you figure if he's holding something back, it must be something pretty grim.
I don't know. I have another meeting with him again this morning. I'm trying to keep the momentum up. If the memories happen to be bad enough and his subconscious keeps them repressed, he could be in big trouble.
Tony, how can you do this to me? I mean, look at the two of you. You're standing around in the middle of the morning in your robes without a care in the world. You're acting like I don't even exist. How can you humiliate me like this?
What are you doing here?
I came to talk to you. That's all. I want to talk to you.
We have nothing to say that can't be said through a lawyer.
No, you're wrong. We cannot talk to our lawyers about BJ.
There's nothing to talk about. BJ's mine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go change my daughter.
Well, Bobby, congratulations. What did you do? Keep him up all night convincing him I was nothing but bad news?
No, actually, he didn't need any help at all from me. Although I would have been very happy to give him my opinion. No, Lucy, he figured you out all by himself.
Oh, sure, while sharing your bedroom, right?
Oh, come on. It was my spare bedroom. And actually, I figured it was the least I could do until you had the good taste to clear out of his house.
Oh, brother, don't give me that sanctimonious Mother Teresa routine. You may fool a bunch of the idiots that live in this brownstone, but you can't fool me. You don't care about Tony one little bit. All you're happy about is BJ being around, and you want her around as long as possible, because she's filling a big gap in your life, isn't she? Because, Bobby, you couldn't keep a man long enough to even adopt a child of your own.
And you couldn't keep a man at all if you had to keep your clothes on.
Oh, Bobby, I would...
Go home, Lucy. Let's go.
Get your hands off of me.
Leave my house.
Gladly. Good morning.
Mariah.
Oh, my goodness. Hello. How are you? Come in. How are you? Come on. You look wonderful.
Right. Well, you look wonderful, too. Port Charles is just as marvelous as it ever was.
Oh,
you're so pretty.
Oh, well, thank you. Keep that up. I may never let you go.
Has Felicia gone out yet?
Well, gee, you know, I've been up for hours, but I haven't seen her.
Felicia.
Grandmother. What a wonderful surprise. You're early.
Yes. Well, what does a person have to do to get a proper greeting around here? Darling. I love the hair.
Oh, thank you.
Don't come and see me.
Calm down.
No, she just finished a delivery, and she said if you'd give her a couple minutes to get cleaned up, she'd meet you in her office.
Oh, yeah? Was it a boy or a girl?
Oh, it was a little girl, natural delivery, with the father present. Mommy's fine, baby's fine, daddy's now in intensive care.
Wonder how Duke will be.
Well, usually they end up saying it was the greatest moment of their lives, even if they're not into it at first.
Duke's really happy about it.
Well, that's good. Then
He was going to be here.
Wait. That's that gangster lady. Her father's the head of the mob.
Excuse me. Olivia, I just wanted to save you a trip to New York. Duke will be back later on today if you were thinking of going out there.
Thank you so much for his itinerary.
Wait, I didn't realize you knew her. You're friends with her?
Mutual acquaintance.
Discover the convenience of Burns 6+6. Delicious Burns wieners in 2 individually wrapped packs. 6 to enjoy now, 6 stay freshly wrapped to enjoy in the future. Burns wieners, when quality counts.
You just can't wait. It's a great way to start your day. It's so easy to read with all the news that you need. Whoa, no, you just can't wait. your promise, you just can't wait to reach your
Oh, you huggable you, you great big huggable you. If there's anything that makes you feel like hugging, it's the appealing new fragrance in Fleecy. Oh, you huggable you. Fleecy, regular and super concentrated.
In salons, Miss Clairol is a trusted choice. Time after time, superb color. That's the Miss Clairol look. Miss Clairol, expert color with unsurpassed gray coverage.
Perfect.
Well, I'm not sure that they have classes.
Hello. Oh, g'day, Doc. Some coffee?
I would love some black, please. Hi,
Cool.
Tom. How are you? I'm going over to the arts complex later, so I'll check into those classes for you.
Oh, righto. That'd be really sweet if you do. Thanks, Coff.
You bet. Thank you.
Later. Pleasure.
Heading over to the complex, huh? Yeah. It's getting down to the wire with the opening of the complex, so I thought I'd give Felicia a hand.
Well, I guess that explains that message you left canceling our session this morning.
Oh, you got that. Good. I didn't want to hold you up.
Don't worry about me.
Is that why you came by here today? Check up on me?
Look, Colton, I'm really glad you're feeling better. I really am. And I can understand you wanting to go to the complex, especially today.
But?
Has it ever occurred to you there may be another reason why you decided to skip our session this morning?
No, not really.
Maybe we're getting close to something. Perhaps something you're afraid of.
Look, did I say something under hypnosis, that I'm not remembering, something that's on the tape I should know about?
No. I'm not keeping anything from you. You're remembering everything that happened to you under hypnosis. I just think it's very important to keep up the momentum. You see, Colton, subconsciously, you may be getting very close to the truth, and that scared you. But eventually, you have to deal with it for the sake of a lot of people.
So you're saying that I'd be doing Felicia a bigger favor if I deal with whatever's going on in my head?
Her and yourself. You've come a long way in a short time. I say we should finish it. Get to the bottom line so you can deal with your life.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. I guess Felicia won't mind if I'm a little late coming to the complex.
Sounds good. Do it.
Thanks.
See you later. See you guys. Have a lovely day. I know I look like a mess, but there's just so much to do before the complex opens this afternoon, and I haven't had time to get dressed.
Well, you must have gotten up awfully early this morning.
Yeah, I have.
Well, maybe Mariah can take you upstairs and calm you down and help you get dressed.
I can't wait to see the complex after the way you've described it on the telephone. Also, I can't wait to meet this young man of yours.
Well, then what are we waiting for? Let's go upstairs, let's freshen up, let's go to the complex, and then you can meet this young man of mine.
All right. Do you want me to carry your pantyhose?
No.
You're cool, Mariah.
How do we look?
Oh, BJ, you look so pretty. And Tony, you look just like a doctor on his day off.
I want to apologize.
What, for Lucy? Oh, come on, she didn't do anything that wasn't totally predictable.
Well, not about her outburst. Just, she was right about one thing, though. We shouldn't be imposing on you. We just don't have any choice. The lawyer told us that we shouldn't go back to the house until Lucy's gone.
Come on, don't be silly. You could stay for 100 years and you wouldn't be imposing. And as for Lucy, I can handle anything she dishes out.
Doing that to me. He's not going to get away with this. Can't get away with treating me like that. Just a second. Please come in.
Hi. I came to help out at the daycare center. I couldn't help but overhear. I guess your plan last night didn't work out so good, huh?
Actually, it was a bomb that blew up right in my face. And you know the worst part of all this? Is now Tony is hanging around full time with all those little brownstone witches. And if they keep telling him all these lies, I'm never going to get him back.
Well, I'm sure they're no match for you.
It's Bobby. It's Bobby Meyer. She's the ringleader in this. She's the one. God, if Scott Baldwin just hadn't have screwed up their relationship, then maybe Bobby wouldn't have had all the time on her hands to screw up my life.
Well, I read your book several times, and I know that the woman who wrote it would never give in to somebody like that.
You're right. You're right, Louise. Don't you worry, because win, lose, or draw in this, I'm going to find a way. I'm going to find a way to pay back Bobby Meyer for this.
Who checked in? Don Corleone? Enough goons around here to make Godfather 3.
Bingo. They brought in Victor Jerome with a cardiac seizure.
Who's he?
No, you're right. He's a gangster. He's the head of the biggest mob in all of New York.
Boy, have I got the eye, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I guess the cops are happy all the wise guys are off the streets.
Most of them.
Now, what kind of shape is this mobster in?
Well, he was half dead when his daughter brought him in here. They said he had a heart attack in his hotel room.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, that's the daughter right there. Now, don't stare.
Harold, Mom's saying it's a mushroom.
It's Magic Mushroom.
Long lasting.
Play Count the Mushrooms. You could win $10,000. Look for entry forms in your supermarket. Magic Mushroom, the long-lasting air freshener.
Champagne is now being served on the after deck. Lobster is now being served on the promenade deck. Colombian coffee is now being served in the starboard side lounge.
No wonder so many people's preferences lean toward 100% Colombian coffee. It's the richest coffee in the world, handpicked by Juan Valdez.
McCain's Super Fast Breakfast. Just pull off the tabs, pop it in your microwave, and in just 3 minutes, it's ready. A full and delicious breakfast. Super Fast Breakfast from McCain. The full breakfast you thought you didn't have time for.
At the end of a busy week, make breakfast more complete with new McCain Rise and Fry, a delicious fried potato treat. Rise early or rise late. Get them on the plate. McCain Rise and Fry potatoes. Make breakfast more complete.
It's almost timeless. Simple, self-assured, and understated. The genius of Alfred Sung in a style you can call your own. Delicately detailed, gently shaped, and absolutely impeccable. Alfred Sung, fall collections for you at Eaton's now.
If you'd like to make your home a little brighter, a little more beautiful, there's no better way to do it than with General Paint. From deck coating to house paint, we can help you do the job beautifully at the sign of the rainbow.
Oh, BC is such a great place. For instance, the Caribou. Now, there's lots to do. Sure, lots to see. Genuine people. Genuine hospitality.
It's good to be here.
Don't stare. I told you not to stare.
Hi, I'm going outside for a breath of fresh air. Would you please call me if my father needs me?
I certainly will.
You noticed me, Belle.
I noticed you.
Well, you sort of ran out of dukes last night.
I had a good reason to leave.
Oh, okay. I just think we're gonna get to know each other a little bit.
Mr. Baldwin, if you're thinking about trying to squeeze more money out of me, you can just forget it.
No, of course not. I just figured that a pretty girl, a tough time of it.
A tough time, I beg your pardon?
Well, you know, with your father sick and everything, I guess you could probably use a friend who knows his way around the hospital.
Would you care to go outside with me?
Thought you'd never ask.
I don't get it. First Donna knows her, now Scotty knows her. Something's going on around here, and I don't know what it is. Must be losing my touch.
Well, that's the grand tour. What do you think?
Well, it's marvelous. You put a lot of thought and energy and love into it. I think that Frisco would be very proud.
You think so? Really? I don't want anybody to ever forget about it.
Oh, I think you've succeeded. But, darling, what about your own life?
Well, I'm getting on with it, just like Frisco would want me to.
What about your young man? What's he like?
Well, he's warm, and he's kind, and I think you'll like him. He's on his way over here now.
Oh, good.
I think he'll like you, too. Hey, great news. What is Mariah? This is Chet.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm grandmother.
The rock group's going to be here.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, they were in town. They heard about the complex, so they said that they would play for us. The only thing is, they won't play unless the lighting and sound is set up.
No, don't have to worry about it. Finished it last night. Looks perfect. Of course, it took a lot of overtime. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. Yes, you'll be paid, but you're a genius. Thank you. Hey, where's Colton? Is he supposed to be here?
Well, he left a message. He said he'll be here shortly.
Okay.
He had something very important that he had to say.
5, 4. Relax now. 3, 2. Go with it. 1. How do you feel?
Very good. Very calm.
Last time you were recalling how you became a member of Ariel's group. Do you remember?
Yes. I was in training. After each session, we would sit and drink tea. It tasted very good. Warm, soothing.
And you were happy?
I've never been happier. Very happy, but...
Something wrong, Colton?
Don't know. It's just that I began to lose track of time. Hours into days became weeks. I don't remember exactly when it started, but I just began to feel restless, like I needed to move on.
Colton?
Good morning, beautiful.
Colton, what's wrong?
What makes you think anything is wrong?
You know I can tell. I can feel it when you're upset.
I'm not upset, honest.
Then what am I feeling? Why do I think you're unhappy?
Well, it's not that. Because I've never been happier, I told you.
Then what is it? Are you bored with me?
Don't talk crazy. How could anybody be bored with you? I've just been thinking, that's all. I think we need to talk about our future.
What does that mean? What is there to talk about? Either we're happy or we're not. If we're happy now, the future is happy, right?
I mean that we need to do something or all of this is pointless.
Pointless? Why?
Look, sweetheart, what good are we doing if nobody knows about it? I think that we should take what we've learned and go home. Spread the word, you know? I think that we can make a difference. We can show people that war isn't the answer.
Do you think they will listen?
I think they might. Eventually. Isn't that what this is all about? I mean, changing the world to peaceful coexistence through example.
I believe with all my heart that it is. But I am selfish.
What do you mean?
I just don't want it to end.
It doesn't have to end. Why do we have to end? We can do it together.
Yes. But I am afraid of what will happen. I don't want to let the world end. Not just yet.
Okay. Not yet. Anything she asked, I agreed to.
After that, after you agreed to wait, did your sense of uneasiness go away?
Yes. Completely. I was so incredibly happy with Ariel. And with the way of life at the monastery. It was easy to forget about the rest of the world. One day just melted into the next. I don't remember how much time passed, but a feeling of euphoria set in. And then something happened. And I was feeling very strange. I saw a flash of light. First I thought it was lightning, and then I realized it couldn't be. It was coming from inside the church, flashing on the walls. Ariel, what's happening? Pictures on the wall. I can see pictures. Horrible pictures of war. There's pictures.
There are no pictures, darling.
You don't see them and no one else sees them?
It's in your mind, Colton. Don't let it get you. Think about it.
Why is this happening now after all this time? Stop! Make it stop! Pictures on the wall. Why is this happening? Nobody else sees this. What is going on?
I want you to go back to the cottage and wait for me.
No, I'm not leaving you here. Something is very wrong.
Go back to the cottage. I'll be all right. I'll find out what's happening.
Frightened. I didn't want to leave Ariel, but I was so scared. I ran. And I ran, and I didn't stop running until I reached the cottage.
You said you were scared, frightened. Do you remember why?
No. No, I don't want to remember. I don't want to remember ever.
From From the British Columbia Television Newsroom, here is Tony Parsons.
Good afternoon. A pro-choice group plans to open BC's first freestanding abortion clinic next month in Vancouver, but for now the exact location is being kept a secret. Wherever it opens, a Right to Life group has promised members will be out in full force to protest and picket. The BC Medical Association said today that 100 women died needlessly of breast cancer every year in this province. Doctors say they are appalled that standard breast screening tests are not covered by BC Medical, and they recommend that that be changed. South of the border today, strong winds are fanning forest fires that have destroyed 17 buildings near Old Faithful and Yellowstone Park. And 2 Montana men who refused to evacuate before flames engulfed their home are now missing. The Italian stunt flying team, whose jets crashed during a West German air show and killed 56 people, didn't have enough insurance to cover the damage. The total coverage held by the team was about $4 million, while the claims are expected to reach $120 million. At Cape Canaveral, astronauts have staged a successful practice countdown on the Space Shuttle Discovery, and NASA officials now say they hope to launch the first space mission since the Challenger explosion this month.
T-minus 10, normally this would
It never moved an inch, but it lifted the weight off a lot of shoulders. Shuttle Discovery's crew went through all the motions, taking part in a full-dress countdown demonstration, anticipating the real thing in about 3 weeks. The simulated liftoff came off about a half hour late, and part of the trouble started right here when the crewmen dressed for work. For the first time since the very earliest shuttle flights, the crew members are wearing full-pressure spacesuits for liftoff and re-entry. That's a reflection of the lessons learned in the Challenger tragedy. These suits, which furnish air and cooling to the astronauts, now also have a built-in parachute just in case. But it took extra time to adjust them, and they started to the ship behind schedule. They climbed in about 8 a.m., expecting simulated liftoff at 10, but a communications problem held up things further, and the shuttle reached the launch point a little after 10:30. The machine itself worked perfectly, and at the wrap-up, Kennedy Space Center Director Forrest McCartney told the launch controllers it made all the difference.
I think this morning we clearly demonstrated that we're ready to pick up the count for real. I hope we'll be able to do that by the end of the month.
Astronaut Mike Lounge told reporters he and the others can't wait.
Now, it's fun to put on all the gear and get in the real machine, see the thousands of people it takes to support this kind of exercise, and you really get a feeling that this train is about to leave the station, and we're ready to get on board.
With that, they headed for Houston and more training. It's expected that train will leave the station on or about September 29th.
More damning evidence against the skipper of the Vincennes who ordered that Iranian passenger jet shot down 2 months ago. U.S. Navy investigators are saying that the skipper was told his target might be a normal commercial flight 3 minutes before he ordered the missiles fired. More news at 5.
Geraldo Rivera takes on ticket scalpers. Judd Hirsch is on the run, plus the life and death of a guitar great on Entertainment Tonight.
You enjoy your coffee, okay? Hi, how are you? Oh, it's going to be great. I mean, the rock group's going to be great for the kids. Whoever she is, I hope she enjoys slumming.
How about the complex's benefactor?
Oh, Gregory?
Is our future assemblyman going to be at the ceremonies?
Well, he's got a very heavy campaign schedule for today, but as of now, he's planning on it.
Excuse me. You bet. Shall we? Yeah, let's sit down.
Well, you know what it's saying.
There you go. Thank you. The napkins are right there. You enjoy yourself, okay?
Okay. The ambiance around here leaves a little to be desired.
Perhaps, but she's certainly colorful.
Oh, yes, she is. You must just be used to first-class treatment wherever you go because of your family.
My family consists only of my father and myself, and while he lives, running the business is his affair. And, Mr. Baldwin, we do not discuss family business with outsiders, nor do we appreciate nosy questions.
Well, I'm just trying to help. You know, I do know my way around the hospital. Father's sick and everything. Enemies or things like that to worry about, but I guess not, because you don't seem too worried about leaving him back there by himself.
I don't have to be. He's extremely well guarded.
Hello, Mrs. Lavery. Hello. We haven't met, have we? No, we haven't. But I am close to Victor, and he's spoken of you often.
How is he?
Weak. Very weak. But he's awake. And I know he'd like to see you.
Yes.
This way.
Thank you.
Victor, Anna Lavery is here.
Ah, the beautiful, beautiful Anna. It's good of you to come cheer up an old man.
I heard you were feeling better.
They will not dig my grave this year.
Duke sends his regards.
He has not come with you.
No, he's taking care of some business in New York. When we heard you were sick, we felt very bad that he'd asked to leave the organization. But, you know, it was the baby and everything. But now we know you need us. We realize it was a mistake.
I knew I could count on you, both of you. I'm very grateful. Such loyalty heals a weary heart better than any medicine. Is it not so, Demetra?
Yes, it is, Victor.
And all will be well, most certainly. Now that we are together again, me, Duke, you, dear Anna, and my own Olivia.
See those two people? Those are Daddy's friends.
Hi!
Well, what do we have here, BJ? Prettier than ever. Taking a busman's holiday, Tony?
No, I just wanted you to see my buddy here.
She's so adorable. Can't I please have her? Oh.
Excuse me, would you take care of her for a second?
Sure. Come back here and play with me.
Don't ever do that. You don't make BJ. Hold on, got it?
Tony, I care about her. I love her a lot.
Let me tell you this one more time. Get yourself a lawyer, a good lawyer, or you're going to regret it the rest of your life, okay?
We're playing.
Ah.
Del Monte Summer Crisp Corn. Del Monte. Reach for the sun.
I found it. So that's what makes your sister's hair so pretty. Shh. Alberto VO5 shampoo.
With 5 special ingredients.
3 for cleansing, 2 for manageability. VO5 shampoo.
Makes my hair do what I want it to.
Sugar Twin with real sugar taste. This Sugar Twin is sweetened with 100% NutraSweet. Only 2 little calories per packet. Real sugar taste from Sugar Twin. Only 2 calories per packet.
Discover the convenience of Burns 6+6. Delicious Burns Wieners in 2 individually wrapped packs. 6 to enjoy now, 6 stay freshly wrapped to enjoy in the future. Burns Wieners, when quality counts.
You just can't wait. It's the paper just made for you. So bright and breezy. It makes the news so easy. Whoa, no, you just can't wait. To reach your province, you just can't wait. You need your province, you just can't wait. To reach your Gonna bring it on home when a hard day's done. With Panagopolis 2 for 1, Panagopolis.
You are always so good for me.
Victor, when you were talking to Anna, you spoke kindly of Olivia. You seem to include her in the family, as if everything was fine between the two of you. Is this so?
You know it is not fine.
What of my information that she was involved with Julian's death?
Proof. Demetra, I must have proof. She's my child. If it should turn out that she must be punished, the family will want proof. You have to keep digging. You must find the truth for me.
But why mislead Anna? She and Duke could be very helpful.
I know. But there's something that keeps me from trusting them so completely that I could involve them in this. The question of Olivia's guilt is much too close to me. Only you have my full trust in this.
But they are involved. Duke is involved. You will have to tell them sometime.
You find the proof, then I will tell them about Julian. And then I will tell them what must be done about Olivia.
Whatever you say.
Demetra, there is another thing you must do for me, and it will not be easy.
Whatever you want, it will be done.
You must remember that Olivia bears my grandchild. No matter how you feel about it, you must remember that. Olivia must be well taken care of until the child is born.
Oh, look, here, I've got it. We're running short on time, so we have to wrap everything up within the next half hour.
Okay. Where's this young man of yours? I thought you said he was going to be here.
Well, he must have gotten tied up with something. I'll give him a call.
All right.
Main desk, Miss Vining.
Amy, it's Felicia.
Hi, how are things going at the complex?
Everything's going just fine. Are Tom and Colton still in person?
I guess so. I saw him go up, but I haven't seen him come back down. Do you want me to call up at Tom's office and check for you?
No, don't interrupt. I'll just see him when he gets here. Thanks.
Something wrong?
No, everything's just fine. He'll be here soon.
I know it isn't easy, Colton. The closer we get, the less pleasant it's likely to be. But once we know what it is that's bothering you, we can deal with it. Remember that. Everything is going to be fine. Take a deep breath. Exhale slowly. Another deep breath. Just take your time. There's no need to rush. Just let your mind wander back to where we were. That's fine. Now work with me, Colton. Are you ready to go back? Yes. Good. Good. Just relax and remember. You said there were strange pictures flashing on the walls. Pictures of war. It terrified you. Nobody else saw them. Do you remember?
Yes, I remember.
What is happening now?
I'm pacing. I'm in the cottage, and I'm nervous. Very nervous. Where is Ariel? What's happened to her?
We have to get away. We have to go. Why? We have to go.
Okay, all right.
Hurry.
Sergeant Colton Shore, you're under arrest, sir.
Under arrest?
No!
You'll have to come with us.
Wait, there's got to be some mistake. I'm not even in this service
We have
anymore.
our orders, soldier.
I've been discharged
Let's go,
for weeks. Wait a minute. Damn it, I've got my discharge papers right there.
You shut up or you're in big trouble, girl.
Leave her alone. She hasn't done anything.
Recognize this?
It's a symbol. A
terrorists who killed my buddies.
Golden is not what you think. These men are less than that.
Leave her alone! She's one of them, you fool. Don't you see? No. One of the assassins that killed your friends. They all have the same tattooed symbol. No! Ariel!
I love you. I love you.
They dragged me out, screaming her name, leaving her behind.
It's a look, it's a smile, it's the face of a child, it's the Crisco touch that means so much.
And now there's new golden flavor Crisco. Use it whenever the recipe calls for margarine. Margarines are fine for spreading, but new golden flavor Crisco is specially made for baking.
It's the oohs, it's the ahs, it's the heartfelt applause.
New golden flavor.
It's the Crisco touch that means so much.
Fuss with shampoo and conditioner? Who needs it? I want to wash my hair and go. And now I can. With new Pert Plus. Complete shampoo plus complete conditioner in one bottle. Pert Plus leaves my hair clean, conditioned, and looking terrific. Before, to get results this good, I used shampoo and conditioner. No more. Now, with Pert Plus, I just wash and go.
New Pert Plus. Shampoo plus complete conditioner in one.
What does freedom mean to you?
It's all the things I don't have to worry about. It's about getting to what matters to me. Feeling free. That kind of thing.
Now there's a new freedom. New freedom has added an extra piece of protection, an extra absorbency zone. It helps channel wetness down the center, away from the sides, to give you our best protection ever.
Freedom. I guess it's just doing what I want to do.
An extra piece of mind. New freedom.
Getting glasses the old-fashioned way, you had to wait days or weeks.
I'm used to waiting days for my bifocals, but at EyeMasters, they made them in an hour, and they're perfect.
EyeMasters, quality eyewear in just 1 hour.
Capilano Village and Oak Ridge Shopping Center.
Hello, I'm Nancy Wilson. Friday on Canada AM, we'll take a look at Richard Dreyfuss in Moon Over Parador.
I was on my way back from the hospital and I suddenly realized that we haven't had a chance to talk about this. This is so exciting. I mean, it must be the most exciting event in the whole world, having a baby. Yes, it is to us. I hope it is to its extended family as well. Do you think you're ready for another niece or nephew yet? Oh, you bet. I can't wait to hold her. Or him. Well, can I? That I think is going to make us wait a little while. A few months, anyway. Thank you. And how about your health, Anna? I mean, the incident the other day. Well, it was just a dizzy spell. Dr. Collins said I'm fine. Oh, good. Well, then, are you and Duke coming to the opening of the complex? Because Felicia said she was hoping you'd come. Yeah, we are. We're going to come. Duke's going to be back from New York soon. He's going to catch the first shuttle back, I think. So, good. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say anything. But I couldn't help noticing that there was a bit of a strain between you and Duke. Really?
Victor,
Mm-hmm.
I have to tell you something.
Let me see in your eyes if it's bad news you bring.
I only bring you the truth. It will ease your mind to know that Olivia made a mistake. She is not pregnant after all.
A mistake? Or another one of her lies?
What does it matter? The reality is that she will have no child.
Demetra. Father, I just found out myself. I wanted to come and tell you myself. I thought maybe it would ease your mind and make you feel better. Father, Demetra has been keeping me away from you. She wants you to believe I invented everything.
It is for the best. A child would undoubtedly bring you pain as mine have brought me. I'm tired. Now go.
Father, please.
Get out.
Demetra,
You're the one who switched the specimen bottles, aren't you?
Switch them. Why should that be necessary?
Only someone who switched them would know that I wasn't pregnant.
I placed them where they were before you tamper with them. I made them right again. You should be glad I didn't tell Victor of your deception. You should be very grateful I didn't tell him that your whole pregnancy was a lie, just to trap Duke Lavery.
Someday I will be head of this family. And when I do, God help you.
I wouldn't care to live after Victor. But neither he nor I are planning to leave this earth just yet. For Duke Lavery, my dear. He wants you out of his life. Far out!
Time will tell. But enemies like you, I would never forgive.
I'm going to stay right here until I meet this mystery man of yours.
I should have been here by now. Must have gotten into some really strong stuff.
What's that?
Oh, I'm sure he'll be here real soon. In the meantime, why don't we go back and we can talk about him? There's a lot to talk about.
Oh, you know, you have a real twinkle in your eye.
Do I?
Yes. It's that obvious. You know, I have the feeling that you feel this man is just as wonderful as Frisco was.
Well, they're different. Frisco's very, very special. So is Colton, but they're different.
All right. Let's go. And then you can tell me all about this, Mr. Colton Shore.
Take another deep breath. Exhale slowly. There you go. Take it easy. Good. Now, your memory of the arrest by the MPs. Do you know why they arrested you?
No. It didn't make any sense. They wouldn't tell me anything. I wasn't even in the service anymore. And the things they kept saying about Ariel didn't make any sense either.
I am not a soldier. I'm a civilian.
How did you meet her?
Did she ever disclose information about her terrorist activities?
You people are crazy. Ariel is not a terrorist.
What information have you given her? How much did you tell her?
I want to know what's going on here.
Sit down. You've been consorting with a traitor, mister. She's one of them. She lured you into her organization. She's been giving you mind-altering drugs.
Didn't you recognize the symbol she has tattooed behind her ear?
Yes, but there's got to be some explanation for that. Ariel is not a traitor. She's not a terrorist. She loves me, and I love her.
Isn't this what she's been feeding you every day? Every night?
It's tea.
It's laced with drugs, but you've been dragged into one of the most vicious terrorist organizations in the world. Vicious and very effective, mister. They're subversives bent on destroying the United States.
You were being set up as a pawn. You can't trust her.
This is insane. I don't believe a word of this.
You better trust us now, soldier, because we're all you've got.
Me? What the hell is going on here? You're not Marines. You're Ariel's friends. You're terrorists. Ah! You killed my friend. You're killers. Terrorists. And Ariel is one of you.
Discover the convenience of Burns 6+6. Delicious Burns wieners in 2 individually wrapped packs. 6 to enjoy now, 6 stay freshly wrapped to enjoy in the future. Burns wieners, when quality counts.
Oh, you huggable you, you great big huggable you.
If there's anything that makes you feel like hugging, it's the appealing new fragrance in Fleecy. New fragrance Fleecy with the softness you've always loved. And now a fresher fragrance than ever. A huggable fragrance.
Oh, you huggable you.
new fragrance Fleecy. So fresh, so appealing, it makes everyone wearing it huggable.
Oh, you huggable you.
Fleecy, regular and super concentrated.
If you want a non-skid deck that really is non-skid, then you need Spantex deck coating, latex or Hypalon. Rolls on easily, dries quickly, and is it ever tough. Spantex deck coating from General Paint at the sign of the rainbow.
Steak and all-you-can-eat shrimp with the sirloin includes a charbroiled sirloin steak, baked potato, garlic toast, and all the shrimp you can eat. Yes, all the shrimp you can eat, and it's only $8.99 at every sirloin.
Tonight, Barbara Hope recruits the help of Brooke Shields, Morgan Fairchild, Tony Randall, and Phyllis Diller, all in attempts to launch the Hope News Network. A big laugh-filled special at 8:30 tonight.
Oh, BC is such a great place. For instance, the Caribou. Now, there's lots to do. Sure, lots to see. Genuine people. Genuine hospitality.
It's good to be here.
Good afternoon. Women have to act more like men if they want to get ahead in business. That, at least, is the opinion of a woman who is making her living advising other women on how to get promoted. Tomorrow on the Noon News Hour, we'll review some of the strategies, including the need for married women to be available for overtime and travel, which means giving up some of the traditional duties in the household. Also tomorrow, strategies for negotiating with your teenager, along with the news of the day on the Noon News Hour.